Need some coins or MT for that God Squad you've always wanted? For the fastest and cheapest coins anywhere, make sure to check out MMOEXP.com and use code ZERK for 5% off your order. Link is in the description.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
Hey guys, we have the competitive pass Benjamin St-Juste to go over, which we already knew this card was coming, and the AK players for tomorrow. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Boar Icy for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to be shout out in the next video, drop a like in the vid. Make sure you guys are subs to the channel. Turn the notification bell on and comment down below. Noti Gang. And also, guys, today is Sunday, so if you guys want to check out Underdog Fantasy, you can use code ZERK to match first deposit up to $100. So if you guys deposit $100, they will give you an additional $100 to play with. And follow me over on Twitter for my picks. Here's one of my picks for today, but I will have a ton of picks for the 1 p.m. games, the 4 p.m. games, and for Sunday night football. So let's take a look, you guys, at the competitive pass player, which is Benjamin St-Juste. And keep in mind, he is a 6'3" corner, and the competitive pass will be dropping, of course, tomorrow morning. And with that new competitive pass, guys, don't forget about this. There's two things that are actually special about it. Number one, at level 11 of the competitive pass, there's going to be a fantasy pack of all previous competitive pass players that you guys will be able to go ahead and get there and choose one of those players, and there will be double season XP in the competitive pass as well. So pretty much a huge make right that's going to be available in this competitive pass. And then of course you have the Benjamin St-Juste as well. So he does have 92 speed, 91 excel, 94 agility, 93 jumping, 87 play rec, 90 man, 94 zone, and 92 press. And as I said, guys, he's 6'3". So without a doubt, this card is really, really good. Now I will say this, okay? 92 speed for a competitive pass player is still really good, right? Don't make no mistake about it. If they don't adjust it, it's, you know, still a great card. But if they want this card to truly have longevity, they would make it 93 speed. And the reason why I'm saying that is because obviously if you guys look around at the current wide receivers in the game, you guys can see that we now have 4 wide receivers right now that have 93 speed, right? We have Art Monk, Mike Wallace, Justin Jefferson, and Randy Moss. Now these are literally all wide receivers that came out within the last 2 weeks, right? Now keep in mind, we have the Blitz promo this week. Now for those guys that don't know about the Blitz promo, well, the thing is with the Blitz promo is they tend to be really fast players, okay? So I would guarantee we're going to get another probably 93 speed wide receiver in the Blitz promo. Last year, the Masters were Montez Sweat, who was a super fast defensive end, Lamar Jackson, who was the fastest quarterback in the game, and Bo Jackson, who was like the fastest running back in the game. So we are going to get some very fast players with the Blitz promo, and in general, they're just going to continue to release these 93 speed wide receivers, right? And if we go over to cornerbacks, well, you guys can see right now, we already have a 94 speed Deion Sanders. We also have a 93 speed Patrick Surtain, which this card is absolutely incredible as well. And they're going to release more and more 93 plus speed cornerbacks, right? We already have a 94 speed Deion. It's only a matter of time till we get that. So if they want us to really get this new corner, which again at 92 speed is still a great card. He's 6'3", right? There's really not much of an issue with the card yet. I'm just saying if they want this card to be relevant in a month, make him 93 speed, and this card will be good, honestly, to run all the way through like their Christmas promo. All right, guys, and now we get into the AK players coming out tomorrow. Now, also, I do just want to say this as well. I believe the final AK release is not this week. I want to say it's next week, right? Because EA didn't say these are the final ones, but I do know that we're going to be able to actually go ahead and get our free AKA player. I believe next Monday will be the final release. So let's take a look here at the 2 cards coming out tomorrow. As you guys can see, Chad Ochocinco, which I gotta say, that card art, that's insane. I mean, that is some sick card art. And Singletary's card art is crazy as well. But Chad Ochocinco, 93 speed, 94 jumping, 91 catching. He also does have 93 catching traffic, 96 spectacular catch. I'm pretty sure that is the highest spec catch in the game, which is really crazy. He also has 90 short, 91 medium, and 93 deep route running. Now, in terms of height, I want to say Ocho is 6'1". So this is, again, definitely a very, very good wide receiver, and usually Ochocinco is very, very good after the catch as well. He does also get route technician. I will showcase for you guys his discounted abilities and all that in a moment once we go over Singletary, but Chad Ochocinco, I gotta say, this card definitely looks really good. So Ocho, without a doubt, one of the absolute best wide receivers in the game, and if you guys want to go ahead and pick him up, you can, but again, I'm just gonna let you guys know this pretty much every day leading up to the Blitz promo. I would not recommend that you buy him tomorrow, guys, because when the Blitz promo does drop, which is Thanksgiving night, depending on, you know, whatever day we get, I would assume we're going to get an AK player offer. That's the day you want to go ahead and get these guys. So Ochocinco definitely looks very, very good. And then we also have Mike Singletary, which I guess his nickname is Samurai. And dude, the card art is just amazing. Like, look at the card art on Mike Singletary. That is crazy. Now, one thing I want to say about Mike Singletary before we do get into his stats here is just keep in mind, he is 5'11". So in terms of, you know, middle linebackers, he's pretty tiny. He's very, very small in terms of middle linebackers. However, this card is still going to be very, very good. I will just say, though, my personal opinion, I feel like Isaiah Simmons is still just the best, you know, middle linebacker user at 6'4" with 93 speed. But Singletary, 90 speed, as I said, 5'11", 94 to excel, 90 strength, 90 tackling, 90 play rec, 94 block shed, 93 hit power, and 90 zone. So if you're a Bears fan, I don't blame you. Pick the card up. But just personally, I would rather have Ken Norton or Isaiah Simmons. To me, I feel like they're both better than Mike Singletary because of height and also speed. In terms of their discounted abilities, though, as you guys can see, Chad Ochocinco is X Factor is Ankle Breaker for 2 AP. He gets Mid Out Elite for 1 AP, Slot-O-Matic for 2 AP, Evasive for 1, and then Route Technician for 3 AP. And then, of course, Mike Singletary, he is going to get Lurker for 1 AP. They give it to, like, all the middle linebackers in the AK promo. Mid-Zone KO for 1 AP, Short Route KO for 1 AP, and Crusher for 1. So, personally, not the biggest fan of the Mike Singletary card, as I said, just because he's, you know, kind of tiny for a middle linebacker, and also in terms of speed. They definitely should have been way, way faster if they wanted to, you know, kind of give us a reason to pick up this card, to be honest, because of how tiny he is. He should have been like the fastest middle linebacker in the game. That's the only way you could really kind of make that worth it. And then Ochocinco, a top receiver, 6'1", and as I showcased for you guys earlier, when I went over the cornerback to Benjamin St-Juste, they continue to drop. 93 speed wide receivers, which is why we need Benjamin to be 93 speed. And if you guys were curious about my ranking of where does Ocho actually fit in here with all these wide receivers, well, Art Monk, of course, is 6'3" with 93 speed. So he is the second tallest, of course, behind Randy Moss. In my opinion, I think Randy Moss is without a doubt the best wide receiver in the game because he does get route tech himself. He is 6'4", and he also has the 93 speed, which is, obviously just ridiculous. Justin Jefferson and Ochocinco are extremely, extremely similar, right? They both get route tech, they both have 93 speed, they both have very, very high spectacular catch, and they both are 6'1". So they're kind of interchangeable unless Ocho comes out and he's just way better after the catch than Justin Jefferson, who does have 90 change of direction, 92 juke, and 87 break tackle. So I think it is likely he could, you know, potentially be better than Jefferson and Mike Wallace. Art Monk, though, being 6'3", even though he doesn't get the route tech, that catching traffic is crazy as well. I would probably say best wide receiver in the game right now, obviously, is Randy. And then after that, I think you'd have to go with just the height here with Art Monk and say that he is probably the second best wide receiver in the game. Obviously, Jefferson and Mike Wallace both do get a route technician as well, but kind of interchangeable, I guess. And then you could say that maybe Ocho is wide receiver 3. I don't know. There's just a lot of good wide receivers in the game, right? Randy Moss is by far number 1, and the rest you can kind of just flip-flop. Art Monk is the only one out of these 93 speed receivers, though, that doesn't get route tech. So I guess if you have one route tech, maybe you won't have the AP to fit in a second one. So you kind of have to make the decision of who's just the overall better receiver. That being said, guys, those are the AK players coming out tomorrow and the competitive pass player. Let me know down below what you think about them. Chad Ochocinco, Mike Singletary, and the Benjamin St-Juste. So with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure you guys drop a like on it, and of course hit that sub button down below, and check out Underdog Fantasy. Use code ZIRK to match your first deposit up to $100, and my later game picks are already up over on Twitter right now. And if you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.